which goes like this. It says, you may not take interest in politics, but politics will take interest in you. So the same applies to AI many times over.
You may not follow politics, but politics has a way of finding you. The same can be said for artificial intelligence, except the stakes are multiplied. A quiet shift is already underway, and Ilia Sutskver, one of the minds behind OpenAI, has been sounding the alarm. His speech at the University of Toronto wasn't the usual celebratory send-off. It was a warning disguised as a reflection. We are living in an age unlike any other. And why? Because AI is not just another tool or trend. It's something that's rewriting the fabric of how we work, learn, and even imagine our future. The student era ends. Sutskver made it clear. Education isn't what it used to be. Students today are navigating a world where AI tools can write essays, solve complex problems, and even mimic human reasoning. It's unsettling and fascinating all at once. What happens when the skills we've valued for decades suddenly shift in importance? Which abilities will still hold weight when AI keeps evolving? The change is already creeping in. Unknown, unpredictable, and unstoppable. Some careers will feel the tremors sooner, others later, but the disruption won't be limited to classrooms. It's spreading, and no one really knows where it stops, beyond the horizon of work. The real shockwave isn't just about job roles. It's about what happens when AI can do everything we can do, every single task, every piece of knowledge we can learn. Imagine a world where a machine can replicate the skills of a surgeon, a lawyer, an artist, or a teacher. That's not science fiction. It's the trajectory we're on. Sutskver's reasoning is unsettlingly simple. Our brains are biological computers. If that's true, why shouldn't digital systems eventually match or surpass us? When that day arrives, the very definition of work will collapse into something unrecognizable. When machines catch up, we already see glimpses of this future. Machines that can converse naturally, generate code, or produce ideas that would take humans hours to craft. But these systems are still flawed, incomplete. For now. Give it 3 years, or 5, or 10. Predictions vary, but the momentum is undeniable. Step by step, or maybe in leaps, AI is closing the gap. One day, everything a human mind can grasp, an AI will master too. That reality is not as far away as it seems. The radical question: if machines can do it all, what becomes of us? This isn't just an intellectual puzzle, it's a challenge to our very purpose. Will AI drive economic growth, push research forward, and solve problems faster than ever? Or will it leave us scrambling to find meaning in a world where our skills no longer define us? The rate of progress, Sutskver warns, will accelerate beyond what most can imagine. This isn't about the distant future. It's about the years just ahead. It's a future both radical and extreme, and it demands that we pay attention. The emotional barrier. Here's the hard part. It's almost impossible to truly believe this future is coming. Our minds resist it. Even Sutskver admits he struggles to internalize what logic tells him is inevitable. The shift is too vast, too strange, but ignoring it won't make it any less real. Like politics, AI won't wait for you to care. It will shape your life whether you engage with it or not. Sutskver believes that simply observing AI's progress will spark the awareness and drive needed to face its challenges. As systems improve year after year, what once felt theoretical will become tangible. Enter Eric Schmidt. To grasp the bigger picture, we turn to Eric Schmidt. His vision of AI's future is as bold as it is unsettling. Within a year, he believes most programmers will be replaced by AI systems capable of generating code faster and better than humans. Think about that. The very people building the digital world may soon be replaced by the tools they created. And that's only the start. The mathematics of machines. Schmidt argues that AI's rise in mathematics will be equally profound. Advanced algorithms are already proving capable of solving problems at levels that rival top graduate students. Why? Because math, at its core, is a language, one that machines can predict and master far more efficiently than humans. In programming, it's the same story. The language of code is becoming less about how humans write it, and more about the outcome we want. The computer doesn't care about syntax. It only cares about solving the task. Agents that think. Schmidt describes a future filled with agents. AI systems that act independently, learn continuously, and coordinate tasks without constant human oversight. Want to design a house, purchase land, hire a contractor, and manage the entire project? Agents could handle it all, step by step, while you merely approve the final design. This isn't just automation, it's a transformation, and it threatens to upend not only technical fields, but every business, government, and academic system in place. Superintelligence looms. Once AI begins improving itself, the leap toward superintelligence becomes inevitable. Schmidt calls this the moment when computers surpass the combined intelligence of all humans. Some believe this could happen in less than 6 years. But such power doesn't come cheaply. It will require massive infrastructure, energy resources, and an entirely new way of thinking about governance and control. The conversation about how to handle this future hasn't even begun in earnest. Schmidt co-authored Genesis with Henry Kissinger to explore these implications, but even he admits that society is moving too slowly to prepare. Laws, democracies, and cultural norms are not built to handle the speed of technological evolution. That gap between innovation and regulation is widening every day. The job question. Will AI take every job? History suggests otherwise. Every wave of automation has reshaped employment, but also created new opportunities. Yet Schmidt challenges us to consider, is this time different? In regions like Asia, where declining birth rates are pushing automation forward, AI may become essential simply to maintain productivity. The few remaining human workers will have their abilities amplified in ways we've never seen before. Schmidt also paints a picture of AI tools that go beyond mere text and language. Modern models are multimodal. They can interpret images, generate code, and plan complex processes step by step. With infinite context windows, these systems can hold and process vast amounts of information. Agents and code. Imagine telling a machine, find every expert on energy policy with technical experience, rank them, and send invitations for a discussion. That entire workflow, from research to outreach, could be automated. Tasks that once took teams weeks to complete could be finished in minutes. And that's just the beginning. Behind the scenes, companies like OpenAI, Google's Gemini, Microsoft, and Anthropic are locked in a race for dominance. Facebook's decision to open source a massive model only intensifies the strategic stakes. These companies are not just competing for market share, they're competing for the future of intelligence itself, toward artificial general intelligence. The concept of AGI, machines with human-like flexibility and creativity, has been debated for years. But according to Schmidt, some researchers believe we are only a few cranks away from achieving it. Each crank, or system iteration, accelerates progress at an almost dizzying pace. But the trajectory is unmistakable. No one truly knows when or how this threshold will be crossed. What we do know is that AI's rise is faster than our ability to understand or control it. And once machines develop the ability to set their own objectives, we enter uncharted territory. From Sutskver's warnings to Schmidt's predictions, one message is clear. AI is not just a technology, it's a force that will redefine human life. Whether we adapt, resist, or embrace it, we cannot ignore it. The future is already unfolding, quietly, relentlessly, and faster than most dare to believe.